Hi, Should I start?
Are we starting?
Yeah, we're starting.
Okay, now I'll just start. Alright, so we'll just begin the live. Today we'll be going through the model composition burglars. And so after we finish reading the model composition, we'll be going through a vocab part. And for that, so I would recommend everyone to get some pen and paper just to note down some things that they would like to remember about the life. So our focus today is mainly going to be on vocab structure and vocab and structure. The audio is very distracting, but yeah. Today we're gonna be. Can we turn off the audio by any chance? Yeah. All right. Thank you. So today, yeah, we'll be going through mainly vocab and structure. So I'll begin reading the main the composition. So over here, you guys can see the pictures and the vocab that this was based on. Alvin Science. Hi, Alvin Science. I saw you the other day in Miss Mitsugo's live. I am from Singapore. Okay, so this we'll start with burglars. Can you guys see it well? All right. So I will begin reading this, and then after that we can slowly. I'll read it part by part, and then we can slowly look through the vocab together. Hi, Kieran. Hi, Babu. Okay. Everyone must be in deep slumber now, as the coolness of the night was ideal for sleeping. However, Perry tossed and turned in his bed, unable to sleep. Outside his window, the cacophony of croaking toads was getting on his nerves. He had enough. Finally, Perry stomped to close the windows. Alright, so this is the first paragraph. I'll zoom in a bit so that everyone can see. Hi, Alice. Hi, XN. Alright, so then we will start. So firstly, you guys can see that I've highlighted some of the main vocab. Deep slumber, sorry. I'll annotate it here just so everyone can see. Deep slumber would mean sleeping very soundly. So this is quite common vocab that some students do use in their compo, and it does help with your language marks. So there's a reason why it's popular. So sleeping soundly. Sleeping soundly. Now as the coolness of the night was ideal. So now ideal means perfect for sleeping. It's a synonym for the word. And personally, I feel that such synonyms are actually really important for good language marks because the teachers mostly want to see that you know what you're writing, and that will actually help them to give you more marks. Hi, Troy. Hi, Robert. Yeah. So, and then we have, however, Perry tossed and turned in his bed. So, oh, that's not highlighted. So the main thing about this term tossed and turned is that it's an idiom, and it means moved around.
Try again.
Can everyone see this, or is it a bit? Okay. Tossed and turned in his bed, moved around, and restless
Would you guys change the FB live?
manner. Okay. So, hi Pegs, in a restless manner. Hi Selena, in a restless manner. So the main thing about this first three sentences, if anyone has noticed, is that this sentence sets a calm and peaceful nighttime atmosphere. Why, you guys might ask, is that important? Is because that actually helps it to contrast with the sudden change of events, and that is something that makes it even more impactful and will help it to better engage the audience. So that is something that is quite important, that you are able to retain audience attention, because for every teacher they do read a lot of compositions. So while it's not that important to make yours stand out, it does help. It does help when you want to get marks. Okay, let me just finish writing this. Are you guys able to see? I will zoom out a bit. Okay, there we go. Now you guys can see. All right. Hi, Tan Tan. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the live. I'm going through a model composition right now. Please stay and join. All right. Then the next part we have is outside the window. The cacophony of croaking toads was getting on his nerves. Hi, Lulu. Hi, welcome to the live. All right. So then we have cacophony of the croaking toads, which means, I will zoom into right. Can you guys see? Loud and harsh noise made by toads. Hi, Julian. And what's getting on his nerves? So getting on his nerves is a common figurative phrase that is usually used to describe irritation. So it is a phrase that's used quite regularly, so it's definitely one to remember. It's one of the basics to remember, and it's good for your compositions. Oh, I forgot, croaking toads. It might not be very evident, but the term croaking is an onomatopoeia, which simply means that when using this term, you basically are saying that I will use the supposed sound made by a creature or an object to describe it as well. So yeah, so it imitates sound made by toads. Hi HB. Hi everyone. Okay, and then we say finally Perry stomped to close the windows, which is walked heavily and violently. Hi, Alice. There's a lot of people joining the live. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the live. Alright, so right now, we have finished the first part. If anyone has any questions, please type it in chat and I will try my best to answer it. Also remember that, I know I mentioned before that the first few sentences was suggested a calm and peaceful atmosphere is right over here. You guys can see it. Wait, let me just zoom out a bit. Let me just zoom out. Okay, over here, this part that I just mentioned, it is not always necessary to contrast settings with the storyline, but it is one way to begin your composition. It is one way to begin your composition. Alright, let's move on to the second one. Just as he was reaching for the window, Perry caught a glimpse of movements outside. He squinted his eyes for a moment, adjusting to the dark. Two blurry men, dressed in black from head to toe, were carrying something and loading it into the car boot. The object was long and gigantic, about the size of a human body. That's not good. Finally, realization dawned on him. They were stealing the family's precious gold statue that mother had just bought yesterday. So it's something that's fairly new. Alright? Okay, so can anyone identify any writing techniques from this passage? Hi, Slow Girls. Hi, Bunny. Alright, so can anyone identify any? Okay. If no, hi, Mariah Carey. Hi. Hi, I'm back again. Okay, so we hear just as he was reaching for the window, Perry caught a glimpse. When you say Perry caught a glimpse, what does that mean? Caught a glimpse of movements outside. When someone says caught a glimpse, oh, hi, Mariah Carey. Hi, welcome. I noticed you join our live every day. Hi, Ray. So, Perry caught a glimpse of movements outside. What does caught a glimpse of movement mean? Okay, and then the next one that we have, while we wait for some people to answer, we'll talk about the next one, which is squinted his eyes for a moment, adjusting to the dark. Second being blurry man. And then we have realization dawned on him. So these are the few that we're looking on at today. So you guys don't have to, you guys can write it down. I highly encourage you guys to write it down. But at the same time, I will show you guys the full annotation later. So you guys can just take a look and take a screenshot later on. So there is no pressure to just, but it will definitely be good and it will help your memory when it comes to taking notes. Hi, Troy. And then, so let's go on. Perry caught a glimpse of movements outside. So that means he saw. Can you guys see this? Oh, there we go. That means he saw some signs of activity. Okay, that's what it means. And then next we have he squinted his eyes. So squinted his eyes, just as the word squinted suggests. It's about narrowing your eyes. So as to see better. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in because it's really hard for me to write. And then after that, I will zoom out again just so you guys can actually see what I'm writing. Alright, I'm done with this part. Whoopsies. Okay, so as to see better. And then finally we have, well, not finally, we have two bury men. I will talk more about structure after we are done with this this description. Two bury men, which is strong and heavily built men. Okay, so in the first few sentences again, we can see that it's a lot of imagery. Okay, so now what's important about imagery that some people usually overlook? It's that it's not just description. Okay, with imagery, you are describing a moment. You are painting a vivid picture of the events leading up to the main event. And with that, you are engaging your audience. You're making them see that it is there is something more to your story. It makes them they are looking at the words you're using, the vocab you're using, the structure you're using, and that is all very important to have to get good grades. Understand, you might think that it's just academic writing and it's not the same, but it does matter. So I would encourage a good list of vocab, but luckily for you guys, we are going through vocab today, so that is something that you guys can note down and keep it and make a list. Make a list, and when you guys need it, you will have that perfect set of vocab. Let me just finish writing. Leading up to main event. Hello, Eggs Benedict. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the live. If anyone has any questions about compo writing, especially with what I'm going through right now, just feel free to like put it in chat, and I will try to answer them as the best I can. Okay. Hi, Keon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Hi, Keon. But yeah. So then we have realization dawned on him. So I guess it's more common to hear, it's actually not that common to hear that dawn has come, or yeah, just dawn. But you don't hear realization dawned on him, perhaps. But now this term I will explain is that it means comes to a conclusion, or you have like a certain realization. Okay, let me just write that down, and I'll give you guys some further explanation as to why people say this. Okay, now the thing about dawning is that, hi Shirley, hi, welcome to the live. Do tell us if there's any questions that you have. The thing about dawning is that there is it helps you to imagine the dawn of day coming. So the process of him was like the process of dawn. This is considered imagery, and it is also a personification technique. So realization here is being described as something that can dawn. So this conveys the idea of a gradual or sudden understanding. And it is, as a lot of you might see, it's not really something that you would say when you're having a conversation with your friends. So this is definitely something that is more poetic. While it might not help you in day-to-day life when it comes to conversing with your friends, this will definitely help you to get a plus point here and there with your teachers, because they know that you know how to use your idioms, you know how to use your vocab, and that is very important. Hi Troy, you're back again. Hi. All right. So, process of him realizing was like the process of dawn. So this is more poetic. Okay, I understand I don't have the best handwriting, but I'm not that familiar with using an iPad, so you guys can hear things I'm saying, and you guys can jot it down in your own little notebook if that's what you guys prefer, right? Um, so you realize that in this passage, the author also uses a lot, and I say a lot, of descriptions. See, from head to toe. It's also an idiom, also a description. About the size of a human body. This is a very scary description. Hi, Ali. So these are all vivid descriptions, and these are all used to help visualize what's going on. Okay, let me just write that down. All right. Hi, Nana. Nana. Am I pronouncing it right? All right. Next section. We have the next section. Unfortunately, the two men looked up and saw Perry. They hastily got into their car, preparing to make their escape. Perry was panic-stricken. He ran to his parents' room and started banging on their door hysterically. "We are being robbed," Perry bellowed with all his might. Without missing a beat, father sprang into action. His courageous father took his car and next page, and gave chase. I say what, SG? Mother took Perry into her arms as she dialed for the police. Soon after, the police joined in the chase. Alright, let's take a step back. Hello, Anna. Hello. Welcome to the live. So, alright. I don't know how well you guys can see. Alright, let me just... Hi, Anzo. Hello, welcome to the live. Hello, welcome. So, we will be talking about the word hastily first, alright? Firstly, with hastily, it's a synonym for quickly. So you guys can jot that down on the paper you guys have hopefully prepared. With hastily gotten into the car. Oh, I missed this. We have to talk about the term unfortunately. I understand that it's a term that people often use when it comes to their writing, but people don't actually see how important it is. It's not a word you just write down, and then, there is a certain level of importance to choosing the right transitional phrase. See, now when we start compositions, it is very popular for you to start with suddenly, start with after a while. These are all transitional phrases that can make or break your composition. Hi, Claire. Hi, Claire. Hi, welcome back to the live. I'm going through another composition today, so feel free to stay, take down some notes, alright? Where was I? Unfortunately, yes. So, unfortunately is a term that shows an immediate sense of that gives the readers an immediate sense of danger. Oh, Clarissa. Oh, hi. Welcome to the live. Oh, I saw that your name was written Claire, so I thought, your name was Claire, but okay, I'll remember. Clarissa. Right. Unfortunately gives a sense of danger, and it adds kind of foreshadowing that something bad is going to happen. So it's always good to give a readers some kind of idea of what to predict. It makes them feel good when it actually does happen. And of course, engages your readers. So that's why it's very important to choose the right words. Now imagine if I were to use afterwards, two men looked up and saw Perry. Would that be wrong? That wouldn't be wrong. Because it is afterwards, after Perry saw them, that the two men saw Perry. But it doesn't give the same kick. It doesn't hit the same way. Hi, Wishi. It doesn't kick the same way as the word unfortunately does. And that is exactly how important transitional phrases are. So I'm going to write down these notes because apparently I cannot explain and write at the same time. The immediate sense of danger. And then I will give you guys a little note that important to choose the right transitional phrase. All right, then let's move on. Hi, Joanne. So, to make their escape. What does to make their escape mean? Is Clarissa still here? Clarissa, what do you think to make their escape means? I feel like the word escape pretty much gives it away. But I do want to see if everyone knows. Hi, Fairman. Hi, Raz. Let's see who else is in this live. Wow, there are 53 people in this live. That is more than I have seen today, and that is kind of sad. All right. Hi, Melly. Hi, everyone. Hi, Plane Spotter. We are going through composition writing today, and it has been a really long day, so if I write anything wrongly, please forgive me. All right, let's go on. To make their escape. To make their escape. What does that mean? To make their escape means to run away. It means to run away. Okay? And Perry was panic stricken. Panic stricken means to be terrified. It's another term for terrified. There are lots of words that can describe terrified, and this is one of them. Previously, in the other compo that I did, I think it was like a day ago, we talked about the word panicky. So that is different from panic. Okay? Now we have banging on their door hysterically. Okay? We see the word hysterically, we see the word banging. Now they're together. And what does that mean? It means banging on the door. You need some time to write. Repeatedly and frantically. Hello, Twinkles. Hello, Claire. Oh, Claire came back. Clarissa. I remember Clarissa. I will remember that. Repeatedly and frantically. So now these two words are both more, how do we say? It fastens up the pace of the scene because it gives the readers a sense of urgency. These are very, very aggressive words. Can you imagine if I were to be banging something right now, to be whacking against something right now? There's a very, very chaotic, very, very violent scene. On their door hysterically. It shows hysterically as in the sense of I am mad, I am not in control of my emotions right now. It's a very, very chaotic scene. So it's something that kind of speeds up the scene, showing the readers exactly how aggressive the scene is, how stressed out Perry is. So sense of urgency, and it makes the scene fast-paced. Okay? Hi, Shirlene. Hi, welcome. I am Jia. I am Jia in the way you guys phrase it. We are being robbed. Perry bellowed with all his might. Now the term bellowed. When I think of bellow, I think of a massive you call that a water bowl? What do you call that? I'm directly translating from Chinese right now in my head. So, bellowed means shouting as loudly as he could. That is a scary image. All right, and this is vocab. Vocab. So important. Okay. Hi, Vin. Hi, welcome to the live. We are going through English composition today, and I am currently going through around the third paragraph, so you can, it's not too late to start and listen. Okay. Okay, let's go. Where did I stop? All right. Without missing a beat. Actually, teacher Mitsuko and I were discussing this just now because I'll show you guys the question in a bit, and you guys can see if you guys understood why we were confused. Okay, so without, it essentially means without pausing and to confidently continue something. Okay, everyone understand? Hi, Edgar. Hi, welcome to the live. I've never seen you here. This is your first time joining our live. Okay. Father sprang into action. That is a very, when I think of sprang, I think of the word spring. like a spring that you have in those mechanical pencils that pencils that you guys have. All right. He sprang into action. That's a very vivid word. It's a very visual term. See, it means to suddenly start something. Suddenly start something. Okay, now I definitely have to have a drink of water. Everyone look at my massive, massive bottle. This is not sponsored. Massive bottle. Okay. Alright, so we have sprang into action. His courageous father took his car. So courageous is another term for brave. I'm not saying that all long words are more sophisticated than short words, but in this case, courageous is a more sophisticated word than brave. So if you're gonna use the word brave multiple times in your compo, it's a good thing to change them around. Makes the reader feel that you know a lot of words, and that's definitely a good look on whoever is writing the compo. Father took his car and I forgot this. Father took his car and gave chase. Okay, and gave chase is another word for it's another term for just followed closely, but in the term of chasing, it's a way of phrasing that you're following someone very closely and chasing. Hi Devlin. Hi everyone. All right, so now here's the thing that over here we're being robbed. I wanted to wait for more people to join before I said this, but back when I was a student, one of the most important things I learned was that a dialogue should not tell your story. Okay, and I'm gonna write it here in red because that's just how important it is. Okay, I'm gonna write it here in red. A dialogue should not tell your story. Okay, it can bring your story forward, it can add to your story, but it should not tell your story. Hi Charlene. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's good. It should not tell your story. Just like you see the word over here, the term over here. We are being robbed. That is very, very direct speech. It is direct speech. It directly tells the reader. See, before that, it was all very implicit. It was said, the two men took the gold statue and they brought it to their car. We know that they're being Perry and his family are being robbed, but it's not explicitly said. The moment he says we are being robbed, that is not only a direct explanation of what's going on, it is also highlighting how there's nothing else to the situation. We are being robbed. That is how severe the situation is. But this sentence cannot be the sentence that explains everything. You can't just skip to this part and says we are being robbed. Nobody's gonna know what's going on, and it's also nobody's gonna find there's much to your story because you're just telling them things, and that's not what people want, especially when it comes to teachers writing your composition. They want to see descriptions, they want to see structure, not just it's like the term that they say, show not tell. Show not tell. Okay, next page. So next page. After a long and relentless chase, they finally managed to stop the burglars and apprehend them. They turned out to be the two workers. Where is Teacher Misuko? Hi, Mimosa. Teacher Misuko is not here today, at least for the live. So I'm Teacher Jia, and I will be doing the live today. We will be doing the live interchangeably now, so feel free to sit in and listen, alright? We'll be going through roughly the same content, so yeah, it's fine. Okay, so after a long and relentless chase, they finally managed to stop the burglars and apprehend them. They turned out to be the two workers that had delivered the gold statue the day before. Perry heaved a sigh of relief when his father came home safe and sound with their precious statue. He had no qualms about giving the police a brief statement of what he had witnessed. Perry beamed with pride when the police complimented him for his prompt reaction. Hello, nice to meet you, Mimosa. Hi, welcome to the live. Yeah, so when it comes to long and relentless chase, the term relentless is pretty much a giveaway, okay? It means that it's a long, persistent chase. When you say relentless, it's like neither side's giving up. You know, it's an image. It's an image that the police had a very long chase of them. Adds onto it. Alright. Hi lol, hello. So it, and also, while it might not be very clear, after a long relentless chase, if you would just say after they managed to stop the burglars and apprehend them, it wouldn't really add to it. But now when you say after a long and relentless change, you are saying that is what happened in between, and now it has ended. So it is also a way of hinting at a resolution in your story. You should not be stopping your story abruptly. I remember when I was in school, I think it was one of my teachers that told me that I remember I was penalized once for stopping it rather abruptly. It wasn't anything about structure, it wasn't anything about vocab. It was just the way I had planned my story, the way I had phrased my story. So that is also one way to leave a good impression on your teacher, and that is actually quite important when it comes to delivering a good composition and getting good grades. Okay, so do remember good transitional phrases and plan your story well, so there should be a rounding up of the story. Okay, so let me just write it down. Hint at resolution. And then I'm gonna write in red like I did just now, because this is how important it is. I know you guys cannot see. I will zoom out in a bit so you guys can see better. Then your story should not stop abruptly. Okay, no, 3 exclamation marks so everyone can see. Oopsies. All right. We finally managed to stop the burglars and apprehend them. What does the word apprehend mean? Does anyone know? I will wait and see if anyone knows what it means, and then in the meantime, we will move on to the next one. Hello, Ariane. Hello, welcome to the live. Hello, San. Let me just drink some water. All right. They turned out to be the 2 workers that had delivered the gold statue the day before. Perry heaved a sign of relief. Heaved a sign of relief, okay? Heave the sign of relief is a phrase. This is a phrase that usually just comes together. It comes in a set, like your KFC sets. It means to let out a breath of air due to feelings of relief. Okay? So now in this case, instead of just saying that, you know, he felt relief, when you say heave the sign of relief, you're connecting it to an action, showing how much it means to Perry. And it also shows not only Perry's relief, but as well as there was a solution that was found for the overall problem. There was relief. Okay? You write that down. So solution to overall problem. Okay, you guys might not be able to see clearly right now. Just let me zoom out. Hello, Sorin. I'm not pronouncing it right, I know. Alright. Heaved the sigh of relief when his father came home safe and sound. So these are all idioms. All very important. What I found was very helpful was a list of idioms that I had given to me as a primary school student, because we would look through it every single day. We were asked to look through it every single day, but it actually did help over time with the amount of idioms we had like in mind when we actually went for a composition exam. It's always good to have a good vocab list, a good idiom list, and to know how to write different structures. So I would say that those are all very important things. Hello, Ruru. Hello, Lise. I do not know how to pronounce that, but all right. He had no qualms. Okay, don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Hi, Ruru. Hi, welcome to the live. Are you in primary school by any chance? All right. Are you in primary school? No qualms means no reluctance or hesitation. Hesitation. I am Shalene's friend. Oh, welcome. So I'm guessing you both are in primary school. Are you guys classmates? Are you guys classmates? Oh, both primary school, both class. You guys are classmates. That's good. That's always nice. Have you attended our lives before? Or is this one of your first times hearing about this live or seeing this live? Yes. So I'm assuming it's one of your first times. All right, please do stay and see if it is to your liking. How come it's different than the or life? Oh, she's jumped forward. That's nice. How come it's different than the? What do you mean the or life? What does that mean? What does that mean? The other life, as in with teacher Misuko. Teacher Misuko, she does life slightly differently, I guess, if that's what you mean. About giving the police. Alright, then we have apprehend. Does anyone know what apprehend means? I used this word so much when I was in primary school. So much. So much. Alright. Apprehend means to catch and arrest. Ruru, are you asking about teacher Misuko? Is she your favorite teacher? Is she? I will let her know, and she'll be very, very, very happy about that. Hello, why Shin? Oh, that's when I go to tuition. Oh, it's okay. You can stay for this one. You can always stay for this one. You can ask me any questions you have about composition, and I will try my best to answer you. Okay, I see. You can ask some questions, and I will try my best to answer you. We are just about to finish this one, this passage, so you can always look at our vocab, because I'm gonna quickly flash these two pages for everyone to take a screenshot of, and then I'm gonna move on to vocab, and then you can test yourself and see how well you know the vocab questions. Okay? She joined her Rin. Oh, okay, Rin's live. All right, that makes sense. Oh, Rin's live is faceless live. All right, that is slightly different. We wanted to have as many styles as possible for the different students, and people just have a lot of different study methods, study types. So we wanted to provide for all of them. So if this is your kind of life, feel free to stay. You know, yeah. Teacher Rin's teaches slightly differently. I mean with the faceless life. All right. A brief statement to the police. Okay, which means a short recount, short report, or account. Okay. Okay. Bye. Okay. See you, Ruru. All right. It's all right. See you next time. Please join our live next time. Okay. Um, Perry beamed with pride when the police complimented him for his prompt reaction, which means when you imagine something beams, it's like a beam of light. Oh, that's a beam of light. Similar words. Smiled whitely, okay? Smiled whitely due to satisfaction with, okay, no, with, due to satisfaction. All right. Hi, Blue Blue. You have the same name as me in one of my old accounts. Satisfaction. When the police complimented him, which means praised. Complimented always sounds better than praised. It shows that you know more complex words. So again, it's a vocab thing. Just know, read more, attend our lives. The more you look at vocab lists, the more you remember, and the better your combos will get. That is the way I use. That is the way a lot of people use. Okay, prompt reaction, which means immediate response. Okay, this is what it means. Hi, Brightar. Hello, Elise. Okay, so we are done with this composition. Personally, I think it is. I would rate it quite high actually. I feel like everything was done pretty well, so I'm putting it like this. This is big enough for you guys to see. So those people that want to take a screenshot of the annotations, you guys can do it now, okay? Hi, Glenn. Hi, Sparkle Universe. Okay, I'm trying to zoom in very slowly just so that I can make sure it shows all the words. Okay, this is the biggest it can get, so feel free to take a screenshot of this. Hi, Daryl. Feel free to take a screenshot of this. I'll give you guys 3 seconds, and then I'll go over the next page. Another 3 seconds, and then after that we can do what do you call that? The vocab quiz, and you guys can see how well you guys understand vocab. Alright, second page. This one I can zoom in bigger. Alright, so we have this page. No, you guys cannot see it on the screen. Alright, there we go. Feel free to take a screenshot. Hello, Anne. See, I brought this massive bottle for work today. Still wasn't enough, so I'm still drinking from a plastic bottle. Do not like that. Hello, Bubbles. Hello. Alright, I assume that those people who want to take a screenshot have already taken a screenshot. I'm gonna skip to the next part, which is the vocab part, and it's gonna be some of the vocab that we have gone through in this part, so you guys can see how much you guys remember, how well you guys understand the meaning of some other vocab phrases. So I've said this before, but while you might it's important to have a dictionary beside you when you're doing vocab, well, and to find out all the meanings, because while this might not be the answer for this question, it might be the answer for the next question or other questions in your exam paper. So that's always important to, you know, have more vocab in mind, know more meanings of words, just know more words in general. So yeah, after you look at it more and more, you just remember it even if you don't remember it the first time. Okay, so I have covered the words here, so you guys can try out and see how many words you guys remember. So yeah, and then we'll go through the meanings again, this, and then you guys can see the vocab list. Okay. Hey, Shana. I had a classmate with your name. I had a classmate with your name. Alright, so hello Ruru, hello Dolly. Is that Ruru that came back? Is it? Okay, I will zoom in a bit, also because it's easier for me to write that way. Alright, hello Dolly. Dolly, you came back. Alright. Okay. Deep slumber. Does anyone remember what deep slumber means? Does anyone remember? Does anyone remember? Hello Piggy. Hello Piggy Pinky and Tor Darley. Hello, welcome to the live. Alright. Please feel free to take a look at, we're going through the vocab list right now. So yeah. Alright. Deep slumber. What does deep slumber mean? Okay. Deep slumber means to sleep very soundly, okay? Hello, Ed Balco. Hello, Lawrence's. Hello, welcome to the live. Alright, so this means to sleep very soundly. I mean, think of it this way. It's different ways of phrasing sound differently, and some sound better than others. Like if I were to say that I was sleeping very soundly, it is a good description, but it is not as complex. It is not as. It is more widely used than if I were to say I was in a deep slumber. It's more exaggerated when I say I was sleeping in a deep slumber. You want something that's engaging, something that is emotive in your writing. This is something that will do it. Okay. Hello, Mon. Am I pronouncing it right? All right. Then we have the word ideal. What does ideal mean? Ideal is another word for perfect. Okay. When I say that something is ideal, I mean that this is the best. It's the best way that this specific thing could already be. Okay. Hello, Jiang. Oh, thank you so much for liking the live. Are you a PSLE student as well, or in primary school? Please stay for our live. Please take a look at these questions with us. Hello, Tad. Alright, so then we have the word tossed and turn. Okay, you can't just throw words together. And tossed and turn is not one of those. It might sound like it. Tossed and turn simply means to move around in a restless manner, usually on the bed. Okay, and yeah, cacophony. See, even I struggle to pronounce the words. Okay, cacophony of croaking toads. What does that mean? Now, what does that mean? It means loud and harsh noise made by toads. So it's a very, it's a very, it's not a very nice choir. That's one way to phrase it. All right. Getting on his nerves. Now, what does that mean? To get on someone's nerves, are you physically standing on someone's nerves? Of course not. But the idea of to be physically on someone's nerves shows how frustrating it possibly be. It's definitely not a good feeling to imagine someone standing on your nerves, standing on any part of you. And that is exactly what it is trying to express, okay? It is to express that you're making someone feel irritable, okay? It's like if you were standing on my nerves, I would feel frustrated. Why can't I get you off? You know, same. It's the same thing. Idioms might not make sense word for word, but the whole meaning there's always some kind of like logic and sense to it. Hello, Axel Love. Is your name by any chance inspired by Axel Kitty? I have yet to watch that, but I will soon. Okay, stomped. What does stomped mean? Okay, it's simple word. Single word, stomped. It means walked heavily and violently. Okay? Heavily and violently. Then we talk about caught. Hello, bathtub. Hello, caught. Oh, not hello, caught a glimpse. Caught a glimpse of movements. What does that mean? You catch a glimpse of something. Like you peek over something and you saw like a lasting figure of it. Hello, Zulu. I mean, saw some signs of activity. These are all words that we went through just now, so you guys should more or less remember it, okay? Even if you don't, it's fine. We're going through it now, so at least it will be fresh in your mind, okay? It will be fresh in your mind, so later when we do vocab questions, you guys can take a look at it and go, I know exactly what the answer is, okay? Hello, Jana. Squinted his eyes. What does that mean? When you say squinting your eyes, what does that mean? Does it mean to like make your eyes smaller? It means to narrow your eyes so as to see better. I do that a lot when I don't wear glasses. Okay? I can't pronounce this. Burly men. What does that mean? It means strong and heavily built men. Okay? It just is talking about how when you say someone is built in a certain way, you're talking about how they are structured. You're literally built in a certain way, okay? You're strong and heavily built. It's a rather big sized guy, okay? Hello, me. I do not know how to pronounce that. Realization dawned on him. I went through this just now. I really like this phrase. Because when you say dawn, you're talking about how something is descending on someone, how something is progressing on someone, and the speed of that. Dawn, well, personally, from the place that I say, dawn happens really, really slowly. So this is exactly what it means to me, where you came to a conclusion, except that it is more gradual. Okay. Hello, Mima. Hello. Okay. Then we have the word hastily. What does hastily mean? Okay. Hastily means quickly. It's a synonym. But I mean, if you're gonna talk about someone running quickly and a composition, you're gonna talk about that like 3 times, and you're gonna use he ran quickly. He ran quickly. He walked quickly. 3 times. Teacher is gonna think that you have very limited vocab. She's gonna think you don't. Number one, you don't read. Number two, you don't know what to write. So it's always good to have good vocab. You can have different words like quickly, hastily. What other words are there? Can anyone think of any other words that mean quickly? Um, my brain is blank right now. But yeah, and let's see what other words are there. Synonyms for quickly. Okay. Synonyms for quickly. We have fast. We have swiftly. We have rapidly. We have speedily. We have all of that. Okay, and we also have hastily. Okay. Hello, Christopher. I know so many Christophers. It's like one of the most popular names in Singapore for guys. Okay, I know at least 3 Christophers. 4 actually. All right, make their escape. Make their escape means to run away. Okay, means to run away. Hello, Nana. Nana. My Nana's not here. Panic-stricken means to be terrified. Banging on the door hysterically. I mentioned just now what it means to bang on the door hysterically, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But to use such a combination of words, number one, makes the scene a lot more fast-paced because you are showing, you're describing something that's very violent. To imagine me continuously whacking at something, that is a very violent scene. Hysterically, to say that I'm, which means to be uncontrolled of my emotions, to say that I'm whacking at something consistently, to say that I'm go almost crazy, that is a very, very chaotic and very chaotic scene. Okay, so means to bang on the door agitatedly. Okay, so we are, I think, pretty much done with our vocab. Oh no, we are not. There are still so many. Don't worry, I will let you guys take a screenshot page by page after I'm done. Okay, so no worries. Bellowed with all his might. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Hello, Zixin. Am I pronouncing that right? Bellowed with all his might. Okay, Disney. I love Disney. Hello, Disney. Hello, Lily. Hello, Sir. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the live. We are on the vocab section right now. We will be doing the vocab quiz shortly. So you guys can feel free to stay. Whether or not you guys are doing PSLE this year, whether you guys are primary 5, primary 4, whatever age you guys are, even if you're 30, you know what? Just test your vocab. It's, yeah. Okay. Bellowed with all his might. It means to shout as loud as he could. Okay? You guys see this well. You guys can see this well. Without missing a beat. Without missing a beat. What is a beat? Beat is something that, it's like a music beat. Something that's very consistent, you know? Something that's going at a certain pace, on and on and on and on. Now, without missing a beat, it's like saying that you completely do not stop. You do something instantly. That's exactly what it means. To continue confidently with what one is doing or saying. Not missing any time, and not losing any time, you're just moving on. Just doing what you have to do, and that is confident. Okay? Sprang into action. When someone says sprang, I think of the word spring, like a spring in your mechanical pencil. Okay. Hi, Natalie. That's such a pretty name. That's such a pretty name. Without missing a beat. Oh no, sprang to action, right? So it says that someone is, it's like a spring, and when you press it and it just springs out, you sprang into action. That is very, it's a very, it's a visual that something's happening very, very fast. Something is just happening, okay? And that's exactly what it means to start doing something without delay. See, without missing a beat, sprang into action. These are both words that describe something being done immediately. And you see, this again shows that there are so many different ways that you can phrase a single idea, and how important it is to phrase all your ideas differently, so your teacher, thinks you, oh my god, you read a lot, oh, you know what you're writing, it's a good look. Hello, David Tang. Courageous. What does courageous mean? Courageous means to be brave. It's a synonym. It's always good to have more synonyms, and this is one of them. Please remember it, okay? Gave chase means chased after someone. It's a different way of phrasing it, okay? He gave chase when he saw the dog running away with his shoe. Gave chase, okay? Which, to rephrase it, simply means like he went ahead and chased something, okay? A long and relentless chase. Long persistent chase. It's kind of similar. It's like a synonym, okay? And then we have apprehend. What does apprehend mean? Back when I was in school, we used this word so much. Hello, Hayden. Hello. We have the word apprehend, which means catch and arrest. Okay. You use that when someone does something wrong. Okay, let's see. He heaved a sigh of relief. You can imagine someone sighing. You can imagine someone heaving. When someone heaves a sigh of relief, it means to let a breath of air due to the feeling of release. It is when you let a breath out or release something, you feel a sense of relief. Okay? Hello, Crystal. That is such a pretty name, and I have such a massive crystal collection that I have to clear at home. A sense of relief, okay? Heave the sign of relief. No qualms, okay? Which means, hello, Yo Wei Xuan. Am I pronouncing that right? No qualms, which means no reluctance or hesitation, okay? It's a different way to phrase it, and it adds variation, it adds complexity to your composition. Those are all things that we want, so it's always good to remember these things, okay? A brief statement, it means a short report or account, okay? Beamed with pride, can you imagine someone just shining like from the inside, just when it's like beaming, a beam of light. It means smelt widely due to satisfaction with one's success. So this goes to show that when you write visual descriptions, you're not only painting a picture, okay? But people, even if they don't exactly know the word, with good descriptions, they can take a look at it and they know exactly, and they can visualize what you're thinking of, what you want to convey, okay? Hello, Sam. Hello. Complimented. Complimented means praised, okay? Again, another more complex word, good for your compo, remember it, okay? Prompt reaction, which means an immediate response. It's like all synonyms of each other. See? I think we're pretty much done with vocab. We are, okay? I will give you guys 3 seconds each again. Let me just arrange it properly so everyone can see. Let's just zoom into the max. I can make sure you guys can see on the board. Okay, feel free to take a screenshot. I think my head's in the way. Okay. Let's see if you guys can see. And then please take a screenshot. Okay, take a screenshot. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we have the next page. Next page, and then we will begin a vocab quiz, and I think then that will be about it today. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna move to the side again. Pauline. Alright, you can feel free to take a screenshot. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there we go. We will skip this part because I feel like this part is more important. This is what I struggled with a lot myself in school. Don't know how many of you guys struggle with this, but it would be good if you guys can do these questions with me, okay? Okay, let me just make sure you guys can see properly. Okay. However, Perry blanked. Hello, Agnes. Please save for our life. My throat is so dry after talking so much. However, Perry blinked in his sleep. In his bed, unable to sleep. What is it? We have number 1, circle and curved, toss and turn, rotate and rolled, heaved and hurled. What option? Which is the right option? See, all these words paint a visual image. But what is the image we're exactly looking for? And what is the right image? Number 1, it's about, does it paint the right image? And second, do people actually use this phrase, okay? Because off the top of my head, I cannot for the life of me think of the way some of these words, circle and curved, will be used. The car circled and curved around the roundabout, maybe. But definitely, Perry did not circle and curve in his bed. Cannot imagine how he would do that, so that is a no. Hello to the new people joining the live. Welcome. Welcome. Right? So then we have Perry tossed and turned. Can you imagine Perry flipping around, moving around? I think that is possible. You can toss and turn in your bed. So we'll just leave that first. Perry rotated and rolled. Perry rotated and rolled. Is that the right word? I don't think so. How does he rotate and roll in his bed? That is a no. Perry heaved and hurled. He hurled as in. This does not work either. Definitely does not work, okay? So we are left with toss and turn, and that is the answer. Then we move on to the second question. Hi! Hi, Ozil. Hi, I am new. Welcome. Have you been to one of our lives before? Thank you so much for liking the live. Have you been to one of our lives before? Alright, so I'm going through the vocab right now. And we have the second question. Outside his window, the blank of the croaking toads was getting on his nerves. I am a regular. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's good. Are you in primary school now? Which grade are you in? Alright. So we have number 1, carousel. Does anyone know what carousel means? Ozzy? Ozil? Oopsies. Do you know what it means? I'm taking O levels this year. Oh, I see. I see. Well, I mean, we're doing vocab this year, even though you don't have, I'm not quite sure whether you have to do vocab questions in all levels, but it is definitely good to have more vocab under your sleeve so that you can always maybe good writing in your compositions. Vocab is so important that, you know, yourselves are right. It goes on. Correct. You're absolutely right. So it is like a merry-go-round. Merry-go-round. Good job, Ozzy. And then what does cantankerous mean? Cantankerous mean. Cantankerous. What does that mean? It's such a complex word. Okay, let's skip it first. And we have cacophony, okay? Which means a harsh, discordant mixture of sounds. Isn't Misuko supposed to be live? Not yet. Not yet at the moment. In a bit, she will go live in a bit. I'll just finish up these few questions. Bad-tempered. Exactly. Good job. Good job. Good job. Means bad-tempered. Argumentative. And uncooperative. Okay? That's what it means. And cadaverous means to be very pale, thin, or bony. Okay, so I feel like that pretty much gives away what the answer is. The thing about vocab is always when you list out everything, it becomes very, very apparent what the answer is. Okay, outside the window, the blank of the croaking toads was getting on his nerves. The merry-go-round, definitely not. The bad-tempered argumentative toads. I don't really think that it was the point of the story, so that's definitely not it. Okay, 4. The very thin or bony of the croaking toads. Are you sure? Tree. That's right. That is right. That is right. It is tree. Good job. We have a few more questions to go. We're almost done. Okay. He blanked his eyes for a moment, adjusting to the dark. What do you do when you are adjusting to the dark? Personally, I get very dizzy when I adjust around, so I sometimes blank. What is this? Squinted, which means partially close eyes in attempt to see. Ozil says it is 1. Is it 1? Is it 1? Stamped means to impress a pattern or mark. Okay, and then we have struck, which simply means to hit. Another vocab word under your sleeve. Sanded, which means to polish. Okay, so he squinted, partially closed his eyes in attempt to see. That sounds right, but we also have stamped. He impressed a pattern on his eyes for a second. That is definitely not right. He hit his eyes. Definitely won't. Polish? Definitely not. So Ozil is right. It is number 1. It is number 1. Good job. Good job. Then we have number 4. Replace the underlined word. They quickly got into their car, preparing to make their escape. Ozil, do you know the answer for this one? Does anyone else know the answer for this one? Come on, let's see if anyone knows the answer. Okay? Deliberately. What does deliberately mean? Ozil says that it's 4. Okay? Ozil says that it's 4. Let's work through the meanings so everyone can learn a bit more vocab as well in the way. And then lastly, we will see if it's actually the right answer. But I'm leading with also at the moment, so let's take a look, okay? Hello, Armor. Welcome to the live. We're on our last few questions for vocab, so do finish it with us, which means to intentionally or on purpose. Good job also. Purposely, yes, that is it. Leisurely. What does leisurely mean? What does leisurely mean? It means unhurried or relaxed. Okay? That's what it means. And then we have the sparingly. Relax. Exactly. Good job. Good job. Good job. In a way that shows loss of home. Okay. And then finally with hastily. Okay? With excessive speed or urgency. Okay? Now let's take a look. They quickly got into their car, preparing to make their escape. Now let's switch it out. Let's switch it out a bit. Okay, let's see. They intentionally got into their car, preparing to make their escape. Sure. By itself, that makes sense. But does it mean quickly? To be deliberate means to be intentional. Okay? Does it really convey the idea of being quick? Leisurely, unhurried, or relaxed. That is the opposite meaning of it. Definitely not it, okay? Despairingly, loss of home, definitely not it. So between 1 and 4, since 4 means hastily, it is more of 4 because it shows excessive speed or urgency. Ozil says 4. You are correct. That is number 4, right? Finally, we have our last question, number 5. Okay, he ran to his parents' room and started banging on the door. Banging on the door blank. Okay, let's look at the words. Okay, I had a bit of a laugh with teacher Misuko reading this. Okay, oh, Agi, is that how you phrase? Hysterically. Okay, Ozil say hysterically. Okay, let's just take a look. Methodologically, cannot pronounce words today. In an orderly or systematic way. Okay? Number 1, methodology does not convey urgency, so it's a direct no. Okay? He's banging on the door, it's urgent. The second word means in a way that is unreasonable, senseless, or not logical. Okay? That's what it means. Number 3, hysterically, the one that Ozil mentioned, which means with wildly uncontrolled emotion. Oh, the last one is my favorite. Mystically, in a way that is spiritual. I really doubt that is the answer, but alright, if it is. So, in an orderly or systematic way, does not. In a way that's unreasonable, does not really convey it. The last one is just out of context. So, number 3, Ozil is correct. Again, good job, Ozil. You must do really well in your O levels, okay? So, these are the answers. How many do you get correct, okay? Alright, so that's about the end of it today because these are the amount of questions that we have prepared. But during the next live, we'll definitely try to go through more questions and try to go through things faster, alright? Alright, so I will be ending the live now, and there will be a second teacher coming in to do another live right after, okay? So please stay on if you want to look at another paper or something. Please just stay on, okay? But for me, that's the end of it for me today, okay? Like, your name is Choa. I am teacher Jia, okay? I'm teacher Jia. I will be rotating around with teacher Misuko and teacher Rin recently. And yeah, that's from us. Yeah, that's my name. Thank you. Thank you you so much also for joining the live today, and thank you for everyone else. Thank you to everyone else who have joined the live today. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, or those who want to stay on, welcome to stay on. All right, but that's all from me today. Thank you. Bye. Do you want to end the live?